Welcome back to Tarot by the Bay. I'm David. Okay, just clearing up some gossipy fake news out there. For a short while, folks on the right were saying that one of the pilots of the helicopter that crashed into the airline in Washington, D.C. was piloted by Joe Ellis, who's a trans woman and a chief warrant officer that flies Black Hawk helicopters for the Virginia National Guard. She came onto social media basically to say it wasn't her and stop spreading misinformation. But isn't it wild just how quickly the right will jump on to something like this? Blame the trans people, blame the women, blame the DEI hires. Just saw a little headline, I didn't read the story, where Trump is saying the helicopter was too high. Listening to him on bits of his press conference, yeah, the helicopter could have gone left, it could have gone right, it could have gone up, it could have gone down, it could have stopped. Helicopters can stop very quickly, you know. It's just like, "10 days. It's been 10 days. It's been 10 days. Don't you miss having adults in the White House? 10 days. I dated somebody for 2 years who was a malignant narcissist. All the frickin' drama. All of it. And you forget how exhausting it is. And then you put this guy right back in power, and it's exhausting. And then you get reminded how exhausting this is. Hopefully the courts and the government just grind this to a halt. Speaking of which, Tulsi Gabbard. So I did my reading on RFK Jr. I did my reading on Kash Patel. So now Tulsi Gabbard's in the crosshairs. Little headline here on the Hill: Gabbard in danger after views on Snowden rankled GOP senators. You think? You think the GOP senators are not happy that Snowden leaked NSA secrets and was a whistleblower? You think they're a little upset by that? That's just, yeah. Again, some folks have said that Trump has nominated the worst people to kind of try and humiliate the GOP senators into voting for, holding the party line and supporting Trump's picks. And I guess that's true. I don't know to what end that gets you as this card pops up. I don't know to what end that gets you. You reap what you sow. You approve these people, oh good Lord, then you get what you deserve. You push back, then it's kind of a power move, I guess. See who's loyal and who's in place and who you have to threaten or something along those lines. But that. Between that and visiting Syrian's President Assad about 7 years ago or so, not exactly sure why a House member from Hawaii feels like she should be doing diplomatic missions in Syria. I don't know how that helps the people in Maui or Molokai or Oahu or any of the other islands in that state. I'm not quite sure how that works. I mean, we have State Departments. We have ambassadors. Sometimes when Congress people do go to other countries, it's several of them. I don't understand, other than, I'm trying to get attention for a bigger run. Kind of, you're out of your lane. And now it's come back to bite her. Let's go see how badly it's bitten. All right. So, for entertainment purposes only and insightful perspectives, how is Tulsi Gabbard's confirmation hearing going? This, I don't think, is going to end well, purely on a logical base, because if you're pissing off GOP senators on your Snowden stances, and you can't afford to lose one of them on this committee, or else you ain't getting in, I don't know how you're getting in. That's not a good start. Foundation of the Raising Corruption. Horrible choices, horrible life choices. Crossed with that's basically her choices and her alignments in the past are directly preventing her from easily getting appointed to this position. Basically her choices. She's made bad choices. You go do this or this. She often chooses the lower choice. It's causing problems for her now. In the past, the Eight of Cups, I think this is, again, making her overseas travels, basically moving away from the things she should have been doing, which is representing Hawaii, to go do international affairs. And, it's just coming back to bite her, that's all. Current situation is the Five of Swords. This is, you can... If any one of them wasn't going to get in with nearly a unanimous hell no, it's going to be her. This is for all the marbles for her, and there's no trust. There's no trust here with her. Other things could have gotten her the benefit of the doubt. I'm not. I just don't see it. I mean, this is a card of winner taking all is the simplest translation of it, and I think her actions have driven away Democrats and Republicans. Overarching energy, it's her overseas stuff that she's done that's totally messing with her, making this thing difficult. Outcome is the Ten of Cups. Oh, let's throw some qualifiers on that. This is usually the Republicans celebrating. So, if normally I would say, oh yeah, this means she gets in. I don't think that's the case, so let's clarify this. She's naive. We see this. Man, it's a real toss-up. They see her naivety. Are they going to give her a chance? That's kind of here's what she needs to get that nomination. They need to understand: is she going to continue to do naive stuff, or is she? Do they take a risk on her? I think they're concerned about taking a risk on her. This could very well mean it's the GOP that decides whether she gets in. Now, heartbreaking news, David. It's going to be the GOP who decides pretty much all of these things because they're in the majority in the Senate. So they have the most members on the committees. So yes, they get to decide. Before I ask if she gets in, let's turn it around a little bit. How does she feel about getting in? Does she think she's going to get in? After, are all the senators vocalizing their displeasure with their handling of Snowden and other things? Is this just done to humiliate her, knock her down a few pegs before they just eventually approve her anyways? Is that what she's thinking, or is she thinking she's in some serious trouble because she's reading the room? Four-carder. Manifestation. I think she still thinks she can pull this out. Justice. Because the oligarchs are... she's got the oligarch support. Elon's support here. Does she think she can get through? I think she does. It's like there's no other choice. Like, King Donald has said that he wants me. The oligarchs want me. She thinks she's going to be I think she thinks she's going to be fine in this position. But what is this? Oh, okay, here's a problem. This owns this. If she gets in, she's restricted. Now, is she restricted because she follows the law? Or is she restricted because she's owned? That's an interesting case. But she's going to, if she gets in, or she feels like if she gets in, she's restricted in some way. Either because she doesn't want to break the law, or people will be telling her what to do. I know she's like into some conspiracy theories and stuff like that. She's kind of an odd duck, this one. But yeah, she thinks she's going to make it. She thinks she's going to make it. And that King of Swords is probably, yeah, of course they have to ask the tough questions and knock me down a peg. Of course they're going to do that because they don't like what I stand for. But I think, again, with the Justice card, it's going to be, but the Republicans are going to fall in line. You know, the money will talk, and she has to be careful for a while. You know, and that restriction might just be that she's not really opening up and expressing what she's going to do when she gets in there. She's kind of constricting herself, not letting him see everything that she knows, not letting him know everything that she knows. She's dangerous. She's a dangerous pick. Will Tulsi Gabbard be confirmed as the Director of National Intelligence, assuming everything progresses as it's currently progressing. And I say it that way so that in case there's, assuming no bombshells drop. Let's see. Will she get in? You got to take the whole package. Wow, you take the good and the bad. The money, the delays, the government. Government integrity. Integrity for the government. Is this a bridge too far? This one's a tough one. Because I don't know if they've connected her with any money-related issues. I think one of the things that is, it's her reaching out. This is kind of the reaching out to Assad, the reaching out to Snowden. It's her actions, the friends that she's chosen. This is being thrown under the bus. Let me look at this article real quick. I want to see if there's any money issues with her. Okay, and looking up the article, I was just looking at pretty much. There was one Democrat on the Intelligence Committee basically said in talking with I don't know if it's a he or she, in talking with other with Republican members, they need somebody they can trust, and they don't know if they can trust her. Honestly, and Susan Collins had some questions, but she was pleased with the answers. Basically, what the Republicans want, they want her to say that Snowden was a traitor for taking 1 million documents and giving it to the Russians. And she won't do that. She'll just say he broke the law. And that's pissing them off. Because they just want her to say that he's a traitor. And that would ease their mind. And she won't do it. But, does she... It really comes down to, does she have integrity? Does she have integrity? All right. What's the answer? I don't know. This is going to be another one of those close ones. This is a lot closer than I expected. I think right now Kash Patel looks like he looks like he's on the outside looking in. RFK Jr., I think he'll get forced through. What else can you tell me about Tulsi Gabbard's nomination? That might give me a clue if she gets in or not. Or what else? Yeah, basically, what do you want me to know, Spirit? She's corrupt. Don't trust her. The downfall. The star card. Oh, yeah, by the way, her job would be to give intelligence briefings to Trump. So you could see where it says she basically she cannot be trusted because she wants to please this guy, and she will do whatever it takes to please him because she's naive. She hasn't learned her lesson. She's the one with daddy issues, and she will be grateful for the opportunity handed by him. And you reap what you sow. Again, RFK's health policies will be horrific. Cash Patel. Cash Patel. I don't know if I said Cash Peters earlier. Cash Patel would be a horrific pick. But I think she's the one who would do the most damage. I really hope they don't put her in, because she's the one who could do damage. That's up for the Republican members of the Intelligence Committee to sort out amongst themselves. And Lord knows where their loyalties lie. All right. We'll find out soon enough, right? Thank you very much for watching this video and supporting my channel. I appreciate it. This reading is for entertainment purposes only. Even if I gave you a real wishy-washy answer, I'm terribly sorry. I don't know, because it really is down to a few GOP members on the Senate Intelligence Committee to decide if they can trust her. It's really just down to that. And I'm sure Trump will lobby really hard to get her over the finish line, and it's going to be horrific for this country if she gets in there. Not trying to fearmonger, it's just my translation of those cards. Your translation may differ. Okay, thank you again. I'll catch you on the next video. Take care.